all their support. It's been a very difficult week, obviously, for the people of Winthrop and for the Massachusetts State Police, for the Green family and for the Cooper family. And we certainly appreciate the support of the Winthrop Police Department and the broader Winthrop community. They've come through in spectacular fashion. The outpouring of support has been tremendous, and they've really made it very clear that this is a community that's filled with love and that there's no place for hate in Winthrop. So today, our mission is to pay respect to Dave, to Trooper Green, and communicate our condolences to his family. And so that's why we're here today, to give him the send-off that he's really deserved. Very honorable career, a trooper's trooper, that very dependable, somebody that's very engaged with the public, very empathetic, guy that could make very quick connections with the public, and reflected characteristics that are very desirable. I think everybody would want in a trooper. So a great loss to the MSP family. And just a sad day for the Green family, and I know it's also a sad day for the Cooper family.
A lot of people talked about how his last act on Earth was trying to help other people.
Yeah, so totally consistent with his character. He had a lifelong dedication to public service, first as a member of the Air Force and serving the nation, and then as a member of the state police, serving the public in a law enforcement capacity. So always somebody that was there to help. And so, when he heard the large crash, when he heard the commotion on the roadway, going to see if he could assist in some fashion is totally consistent with Dave's mindset and his just overall desire to help the public. So, unfortunately, as we all know, it ended tragically. I didn't know him personally, so I've always been a Cape kid, and so I've worked out of barracks down in southeastern Massachusetts. He was always up here, so our paths have never crossed. However, in my capacity as the colonel, I have an opportunity to speak to many of his coworkers, people that have worked with him for a long time, and so it's been an interesting week. I've got to hear a lot of stories and really get a feel for him. I've got to speak to his brother, the family, and really get a sense of who Dave was. And again, he reflected the best characteristics of the state police.
Colonel, when you saw that turnout last night at the vigil, what are your thoughts about how the town has rallied around itself?
I was really impressed with that vigil last night, and I was really impressed with the outpouring of support and how the Winthrop community has come together. And I was really impressed with how engaged they are with the Winthrop Police Department and the law enforcement officers in this community. And I think when you look at that and you see that very real and true connection between the DA's office, between the local police department, the state police department, you really get a sense of that's the model that we have to have. That's how we have to come together, and that's the model for policing moving forward, that kind of engagement and understanding. And so we're looking to build upon that. So if there is a silver lining to this tragedy, maybe that's where it lies.
And the message throughout this, throughout the investigation, despite some of the disturbing details that come to light, it really has been throughout the whole community, hate has no home here. What's your reaction to that and the way this community came together again?
No, that's very true, and I think that theme of not tolerating hate, for calling it out for what it is, for standing up to it, and you see Winthrop providing a role model for the rest of the nation on how to do that and how to come together and not take sides and be divisive, but really come together and unite over an issue, over a neighbor, over somebody they care about. And that was very gratifying to see, and we, the state police, were very proud and happy to be a part of that. It also speaks to what we in law enforcement, this case, really are always concerned about, is that lone offender, that person that's radicalizing in those dark places on the internet, and the need for people, when they see that, and the investigation is still ongoing, and it will remain to be seen if there were any red flags or indicators of that, but the need for people to call that hate out early, to alert law enforcement when they see people starting to radicalize, and so that we can intervene at that point early on before we get to this point. So, all right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thank you.